edition of graphic design tutorial. In this tutorial, we are going to do a couple of things here. The first thing we are going to look at is to design a simple wedding invitation card. I'm going to walk you through this tutorial step by step, so make sure you watch the video, you pause it when you don't understand something, or you reverse it when something skips you. So let's just get started with the tutorial. Now the first thing is to open our Photoshop application and to create your new document. And I know you know how to create a new document. So we are going to create a document with a default invitation card size. So we go to create new, and then we'll go to, since it's a wedding invitation, we are going to print it. So we move on to the print side, and now we're going to select the size that we would like to use. And at this point I want us to choose A6 paper size, and once we choose it, you can see the dimensions here, so we can change the dimensions into inches so that we know the size we are using. So it's 4.134 by 5.827. so we leave the resolution to 300 because it's quite a smaller size. The colors, since you are going to print it, we change it to CMYK. We leave everything as it is, then we click on create. Now this is our interface, and this is what we are going to work on. At the end of the lesson, we should have an invitation card with this size. So let's just get started with the designing. So first I will import all the materials I'm going to use. And in wedding invitation, certainly you will need a wedding ring. So I have a couple of wedding rings here, so you can choose the one you want to use. And we are going to use some vectors and borders on it, so I'm going to select this one, then this background. So I'll import them by dragging and then dropping on the surface, but I'm not going to put it in the document where I'm working. I'm going to create a new document with them. So once you can see that once I drag to the Photoshop interface, it has given me a plus with an arrow. So once I leave it, they are going to create a new document by themselves. But this is the master document we are working on. Alright, so I have my 3 elements here. You are not going to use the white background. So first let's apply a background to it, then we can manipulate those the other things that we'll be bringing on board. So we're going to use this background, so we have to unlock it, and then we will move it to the space. Let's resize it. I want to use this one. Now we try and give our document a background. So we select the rectangle tool, then we draw around our document, because we are not going to use the white background. Now we have to take it to the background so that our image will appear on it. Now we want to choose a color that will conform to this. So we can go here and try to find colors that I think I think this one is good.
dey go on some journey where when I go come I don't know. Into your door, brabeja me quine. She no want see me leave. Now by any day now I sign. I say I don't want you to go. I don't want you to leave. To make you stay with me. I say I don't want you to go. I don't want you to leave. To make you stay with me. Now mean to me. Now what I they do for you. They going out, they gonna say of you. I they go come back for you. You better me a wawa too. I say I don't want you to go. I don't want you to leave. To make you stay with me. I say I don't want you to go. I don't want you to leave. To make you stay with me. Now mean to me. I don't want you to go. I don't want you to leave. To make you stay with me. I say I don't want you to go. I don't want you to leave. To make you stay with me. Now mean to me.
Okay, so now we have another vector on the screen. We don't want the lines to cross the vector, so at this place we like to clean the area which crosses the. So we have to put it here, then select the item we want to clean, then go to our eraser tool, then let's change the size more. Okay, let's convert it to new raster. So now we'll clean the area we don't want, the area which was covering the vector, so that we can now put the vector in the middle. Cool, right? So this is what we have. Alright, so now we have our images ready, so we can also group them. Let's see which one. Okay, this, let's rename it as usual. This is the vector. Can go to the run and say border. Okay, so we have renamed them. Now we need to add certain things on it, and we're going to add our ring. So we also unlock it, then we remove the background, the white background from this place by using the quick eraser tool or the magic eraser. We delete and make sure we don't delete part of the ring. Very nicely. If you find yourself difficult using this one, you can also use the quick selection tool. Now we have, okay, So now we are done with this. We can also move this one and place it on our image like this. Put it under somewhere. Then reduce the opacity small. Alright, so we have this one. What again are we going to add? I think nothing. Okay, so let's rename it as ring. Now after doing this, we would like to also add the text. So let's group these ones. Then we call it foreground. Okay. So we have our background and foreground ready. Now we can add our designs on it, or we can add our text on it. So let's see. Our special invitation. We can increase the font size. And let's change our font. I'm going to use a script font, so I'm going to use Great Vibes. All right. I'm using Great Vibes. Let me increase it small. Then maybe underline it. Let's see how it looks like at the background. Hooray! Yeah, so we have our nice thing here. So let's see if I can. Yeah, I wish I can use gold. Okay, let me increase the opacity here. Then after, I want to select the color from it. So yeah. So let's see. This one is beautiful. Now we can add the text to it. So I don't know. So let's use any text that we want. So let's change the font to. Do I have like I don't. So you can go on to type. Let's remove the underline. here we add a space which we can write the name of the person we are inviting, and since we are going to write on it, it needs to be white. The background needs to be white so that we'll be able to write on it. So we remove the outline or the stroke, and we change the background to all white. You can duplicate this one so that we don't need to create a new things all over. Okay. Here we can decide to create a new thing here. Alright. You can use grid vibes here. Now we can duplicate this. You are using the same font size and then properties. That's why I'm duplicating it. And to duplicate it, you hold down Alt on your keyboard and then you drag with your mouse. So basically this a simple wedding invitation that is attractive and you can use for everything that you want to use for, like weddings, engagements and everything. This is basically all the information that is necessary. Any additional one should come under it, like numbers, RSVP and everything. It should come under it. So this one, these are the most important features or the most important things that are required. Okay, that is why I've added it. So time to group them. We will select first. You select all of them, then group them, then call them elements. I think this group backgrounds. Where's the foreground? I think there's been a group in a group. We did backgrounds and then